You are already that which you want to be. So with that, let's just dive right in. And this is one of my favorite quotes from Neville, where he said, if you will understand that all things are now, you don't become, you simply select the state that you would occupy. Occupying it, you seem to become it. Externally, you seem to go through stages, but it is already a fact. Every aspect of that state in its most minute detail. It's worked out and taking place. You, by occupying this state, seem to go through an action of unfolding the state. But the state is completely finished and taking place right now and right here within you. So that is a powerful quote. And if you only would understand this one quote, it would help you a lot when you approach to manifest your desires. Because again, I highlighted this part because all things are now. Right? What you think of a future, the thing that you want to manifest, whatever life era it is that you portray into the future, that is already done. You are already that. Try to feel into that, not just, listen to these words and, think that this is just some empowering spiritual talk. No, feel into the truth that creation is finished. What does it feel like that everything that you ever have desired, that you ever will desire, every version of you that you want to become in the future, that all of that, you are already that. It is already available. Every desire you have, it does already exist, right? But only that it exists does not mean that you're going to manifest it. Of course, there is one job you have in this game of life, which is to consciously dwell in and occupy and shift into the state that you want to manifest. Of course, that is what Neville's teachings in the Law of Assumption is about. But the good news is that you are it already. It is your hidden, unrevealed identity. So you can first of all rest in that knowing, and it is a certain relief that comes with that when you really understand this. So you are already that which you want to be, and your refusal to believe it, right? You thinking that it is not here yet, that you have to work more to get it and work more to become it, that is the only reason you do not see it. What is called creativeness is only becoming aware of what already is. So we're not really creating something, right? You can't create something. If you build a sandcastle, okay, you created it, but it actually was already there. You just shifted into that where you now have the sandcastle. That is, if you break it down to the most deepest point of view, then that is actually the case. But of course, it takes away the fun of going through experiences of an unfolding. Right? An unfolding is nothing bad. That is where you learn a lot. But essentially, all and everything already is. Right? You simply become aware of increasing portions of that which already exists. So right now, you experience one portion of creation, which is what, your current life circumstances, what is in front of you, just all of that. And by you starting to imagine something else, another version of you, shifting into another state, shifting into this another reality, this another version of you that already has X, Y, and Z, that is already there. Right? It's not that you create it, you simply become aware of it, you activate it, and then that portion of creation is what you move into, what is going to be reflected back to you. So when you know what it is that you want, you must assume the feeling that you have it. Because you do already have it, and by feeling into it, you basically align with that reality, you align with that state. So let's just say all states are like spread out or equally here and now, already done. And you, by feeling in a state, you basically shift your consciousness, you tune into that, and you're going to manifest that. And feeling is basically what connects you. Like feeling it means being it. So although your reason and your senses will deny its existence, of course, mind is rational, mind only believes what's in front of it. Don't try to battle that. That's okay. That's helpful to on its own limit. But when you want to manifest something, then take away the rational understanding of things, because there is no really rational understanding of things when you manifest something that's outside of your mind. It's not logical how you can go from 2K to 20K a month. Your mind has no reason to believe that. But in your imagination, when you know that all is already right now, you can feel into the fact what it would be like if you would have 10x your income, for example. So persistence, right? If you persist in that new feeling, that new state, that is causing your assumption to harden into fact and objectify itself on the screen of space. But again, harden into fact means something already is, and then it hardens into fact as well in our world. So again, the statement is that creation is finished. Everything that ever could have been created and could have been created in the future, like everything already is. Imagine it as like an infinite 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, I don't know, but an infinite field of possibilities. I don't care. Like, there is no, you don't need even to imagine that. But simply, I want you to understand that what you can tune into, what you can become aware of, what you can desire, that's all already laid out. It's already there. You basically swim through an infinite field of potentials. There's not a chronological line of, I had this past, this is my now, and I'm bound to encounter this in the future. No, see it more as like all moldable, and you can tune into and feel into whatever reality you want to live in. In other words, all that you ever have been, like I said, and all that you ever will be, in fact, all that mankind ever was and ever will be, exists now. This is what I meant by creation, and the statement that creation is finished means nothing is to be created, that is only to be manifested. Right? Nothing needs to be created, only manifested. Relax in that statement. Feel in that statement, not think about it, but feel into the statement that your desire, that you already have it right now. As we speak, right now, whatever you desire, you have it right now. How does it feel? Feel into that. That is you tuning into that state where you actually have it, and that is necessary for you to then encounter it, because only when you have it within, only when it feels natural for you internally in your inner reality, then the mirror of life can confirm that and mirror that back to you. So, that quote, we already had this. I'm going to the next slide, which is that the whole of creation exists in you, right? And that is your destiny to become increasingly aware of its infinite wonders and to experience ever greater and grander portions of it. If creation is finished, all events are taking place now. And then the question is, of course, what determines the events that you encounter, right? What determines, if everything is already done, then what determines what you experience? And the answer is your concept of self, your state, your identity, who you are, what you believe to be true, what is alive in your internal reality. Because your state, your concept, your identity, that determines the route where that your attention follows. And right now there's a really nice test to prove that. So assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows. You will observe that as long as you remain faithful to your assumption, as long as you dwell in having achieved it, feeling into what it would feel like and be like, would you already have your goal right now and right here, you will see that images that are related to your assumption will come up in your awareness. You will see images, if you bring your friends in front of your mind's eye, they will certainly start to see you with your desire because you're now internally in that state. So for example, if you assume that you have a wonderful business, you will notice how in your imagination your attention is focused on incident after incident relating to that assumptions. Friends will congratulate you, how lucky you are, and all of that. Right? So you can simply prove that once you place your attention on something else, that out of this new state you dwell in, you will have new thoughts, new images, new ideas. You see people differently, you see your world differently, because your state is the core stone, your state is the foundation. That is what we want to change. And now you learn that all states are there, that creation is finished, and that we, by imagining, we simply become aware of something that it is. We're not trying to make it so. We're not trying to create it. No, we align with it. We fuse with it. We tune into that, and then internally we already live in it, and our world can outpicture, can confirm to what now we are within us. And let's just see, that is basically my conclusion on that video. I just wanted to look if I have some more quotes included in here, but these were the main ones. And if we go back to the beginning of the slide, then this is my favorite quote. Again, all things are now. All things are done. Whatever you desire, whatever you try to now manifest, and you watch all of these videos and you do all of these techniques, simply for a moment, and even if it's just for a moment, rest, slow down, and feel into the feeling that it is already accomplished. You are not trying to accomplish it. You are, the only thing that you ever will try to do when you consciously manifest is that you basically capture the mood of having already accomplished it, of already being it, aka the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And then, of course, you go through an unfoldment. You will take automatic actions. You will be moved to do things to express that state. But it is already so. You already have your desire. You already are the version of yourself that you want to express. Fuse with it by feeling into that, by shifting into that state. If you want to learn how to do that, shift into the state, manifest your goals, then check out the free masterclass. That's one of my resources that I offer to you, where you can learn how to do that, apply it in a no hype and no fluff and no woo-woo way. So check out this video. And if at some point, right, maybe it's today, maybe it's in a week, maybe it's in 6 months, if at some point you realize, okay, these teachings are important, right? These teachings are the deepest truth. I want to dive deeper into them. I want to have you, Niklas, as my accountability partner. You want like-minded people around you so that you're not alone. You want a system. You want to know what to apply and how to apply it and get some support on it so that you can move forward when it comes to manifest your goals. Then I highly recommend you schedule a free call, right? Nothing to lose, with me or my team, so that we can find out if we are a good fit. So the best case is that we are a good fit and we started this journey together. The worst case is that we do the call, you don't want to move forward with us, but you still had an amazing call where we showed you your beliefs, your states, we helped you with a game plan, we helped you move forward, and then that is your decision. So with that, I conclude this video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.